Hello wood carvers or wannabe wood carvers. In today's video, this is going to be a video carving a wood spirit on a piece of cottonwood bark. I'm not too sure if it's going to be a 1-part series or a 2 or 3-part series, but I got 3 pieces of bark here. I carved with my Dremel 4000 with the Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr. This is my favorite burr in the world. If you guys want to get these Kutzall, go to the link below. It will take you to the Kutzall site. Use the code CFusion and you'll save yourself 5%. So what I got here is 3 pieces of cottonwood bark, okay? Let's move. I'm going to do all 3 of these pieces today, but we're going to concentrate on one, all right? So what I've done here already, like you saw at the very beginning, I've taken this slope back. So this is his forehead here, okay? His hairline's going to be right here. I think this is the easiest way for you to make it so your nose sticks farthest off the piece, okay? So see, it's already sloped back like this. Let me show you. I got some good pictures for reference. So if you look at this picture, I did them all with beards. I think I did. Yep. If you look at these 2 pictures, look how far the nose sticks off the face. Let's do this. Let's get a pen. Okay. So look how far that nose sticks off that face through your eyebrows. Look at that. Look at the distance, okay? Let's do this one here. Let me get a piece of paper or sandpaper. So look how far that nose sticks off from your eyebrows. Eyebrows, look at the gap in there, okay? So that's, put this straight. And look at it here. Okay, there's a big gap. Almost your chin. But anyways, so cutting the wood back first with a slope like this will help you achieve the nose sticking farthest off the piece. Our carvings here aren't going to be as dramatic, like in real life looking, as far as that nose sticks off. Because the more you want your nose to stick off the piece, the way more deep carving that you're going to have to do. This is good enough for me, okay? So it's going to stick off a bit. Not too much, but you can see there, the eyebrows will be here. So the nose is already sticking off, okay? So that's that. So let's, you guys, it always is beneficial to have pictures that you can look at when you're doing the carving for reference, okay? I got pictures of eyes and everything that we're going to go over today. Okay, so with these 3 different pieces of bark, I'm going to do 3 different wood spirits for a friend over there in the UK. So they're going to be, I'm going to have one of my old traditional ones with no eyes, and I'm going to have 2 ones with eyes. But we're going to focus on this bigger piece, okay? So you look at your piece here, you know, and I suggest don't do it on a flat, don't carve a board, pretend this is a board, don't carve your first face on a flat board. It's the hardest, right? Try and find a nice round branch. Cut the branch down the middle so it can be a wall hanger, but use something nice around because then you already have the shape of the face, right? So don't do it on something flat because you're going to have a real tough time trying to get the face to look round. But if you already start on a round branch, there, you already got the face, overhead view, you already got the view of the face, the you know, the roundness of it, right? So, sorry guys, I got an injury and I just try to explain things the best I can do. I stumble my words, but it is what it is, I guess. Okay, so I can see on this piece, like I look at it for reference, right? Like what's the best flow? Like how do I want, I can see this hair is already kind of going up this way, kind of, because that cut there, right? It just looks like it's going, it's whoosh, blowing up this way. So this one is going to be one of my wind-blown wood spirits because I'll be able to cut out this wood too, right? So get rid of all that stuff in there. So let's always start off with your center line. Okay. So now where you want your eyebrows on the slope, right? You don't want it on the flat part because then this makes no sense. And you don't want to start off with a big forehead. It's better to start off with a smaller forehead because when you start off with the bigger forehead, it's harder to correct your mistake and it looks like an alien. So let's put our eyebrows way up here. Okay? So you can see the eyebrows are on part of the slope, right? So then put our nose on. This is how I do my noses, guys. And you go here, you go here. So try and make this side and this side the same length and the same pitch. You guys, for your very beginning wood carvers, it's always better to draw it on perfect before you start carving. Okay? Use a pencil so you can erase it. And another thing too, I always say in my videos, always leave the bridge of your nose wider, okay? I can even leave the bridge of your nose should be the size of your eye. The width. Hold on a second. I got another picture here for reference I'm going to pull up. And everybody, before we go on, I'd just like to say this is all just in my opinion, okay? I'm no pro carver. So you can see this picture of eyes. We'll get to this later. But look at the gap between the nose, okay? It's the same length as the eyes, right? So here's a good demonstration of it. The eyes should be one eye width apart. So you got an eye in the center and you got two eyes on the side. So look how big the bridge of that nose should be. Does that make sense? Okay, so you got three eyes. Pretend it's a cyclops or whatever it is, but take this eye out and it's the same width as these eyes. So guys, leave the bridge of your nose nice and thick like I did here. I could have even made it thicker, all right? Okay, so we're not even going to draw our mustache on yet, okay? So this mustache is going to be blowing like this on the wind, with the wind, right? Just like the hair, pretend it's whoosh, blowing it all this way, same with the mustache. But what we're going to do is carve on the inside of these lines, the outside of the nose. Let's carve away all this wood, okay? And underneath the nose. Let's carve away all this wood in here, okay? And we'll get the nose to really pop off. We won't even draw our mustache on yet. There's no sense. I might do a little bit time lapse. Well, not time lapse, but speed up the process so it doesn't drag on, okay? Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of a live talk through here. Okay, let's cut below the nose. Okay, you guys can see how deep my cuts are there, about a burr length. But you guys don't cut as fast as deep as I cut, okay? Because if you cut too deep inside here, your burr could get jammed up, and that's how you'll break your flex shaft, all right? So just cut, feather, cut, feather. So let's cut the eyes in now, cut straight across the eyebrow lines. Okay, so there's all our cuts in. So now let's start off with taking the wood below the nose away, right? So then this will get the nose to pop out. And just slowly feather it away like a slow uphill. Look how far that nose already sticks out, okay? So now let's take this wood away underneath the eyes, because you got to remember, like on a real human face, the eyebrow, well, you can't see it on this picture, but the eyebrows stick out higher than the cheekbones, right? Yeah, you can't really see it, but they're higher than the cheekbones. Cheekbones are more back that way. Anyways, let's take this wood down. Okay, so there. Now you can see the bridge of the nose. Now we're going to slope the bridge of the nose back this way. See that cut there? We're going to, let me get a pen. We're going to slope it back this way. Just like that. And take your time when you get to this stuff like this, guys. The nose. Okay, boom. Look how we got our nose sticking farthest off the piece now. Now let's separate these eyebrows, okay? So I'm going to cut that wood away inside here, and I'm just going to make a straight cut across. First of all, I'll make a straight cut across, Then I'll take this wood away in here to give you two separate eyebrows. And after I make this cut across, I'm going to taper the forehead back, which means remove more wood to make the eyebrows raised above. Elevated, or whatever it's called. Okay, now let's split the eyebrows. Okay, so now I can see, let me turn this fan off. Okay, so now I can see the air that I made. I pushed the eyes back too far into the forehead. So this guy really doesn't have too much of a forehead, does he? So it's you guys, when you're doing wood carving, you're subtracting, right? So it's easier to take away wood than put wood back on, right? Because it's harder to put wood on than than take it away. So let's make this forehead a little bit bigger. So all you do is you just make another cut here. Okay, so I'll do that off screen, and you'll bring his forehead bigger. That's all. I'll be back. Okay, you guys can see I cut this guy's forehead in bigger now, okay? So now this is when we can draw our mustache on. So we want it to whoosh, blowing with the wind like the hair. The hair is going to be blowing this way, so you want the beard to be blowing the same way. Okay, so this kind of give it a little bit of wrap around. You can't just put it like that, right? You have to kind of just wrap it off the side of the nose a bit, then come over. Same with this side. Okay, so we'll give this guy will have a bottom lip. And the pen lines are just basically for reference, okay? So his bottom lip will be in here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut on the outside of this mustache. Okay, so I'm going to follow this line, and then I'll take away this wood on the outside, and then you'll get the raised mustache. Okay. So there's our cut mark in. So now let's start taking away this wood. Trying to get rid of all the bad wood on there. Make everything nice and round. Okay, so here you can see now, look how far the nose sticks off. Okay, we cut our mustache in, so now let's draw. See, we feathered away the wood. Both sides. So now let's draw the inside of our mustache in. There's all different types of ways you guys can do it. Here's one of my old school wood spirits. This guy's going to have all the eyes. I gave him the open mouth. Okay. This guy's just simple with the bottom lip, the new style that Ryan Cook taught me. So, yeah. Okay. So all you do is just draw kind of a line here. And just the inside of your mustache. Make it flow off to the side. That's it. Kind of want to round these corners. So now we're going to cut deep inside here. Not too deep though. Don't forget we got to have a bottom lip on inside here. So this will be our bottom lip. Not that big, but I'll show you. Okay, so you guys know I'm still using the same flame burr. Okay, so now I'm going to take the wood away in the center. Okay, you guys can see that? How the mustache is raised off higher. So your mustache doesn't need to be sticking too far off the face, you know? Like mustaches blend in. Like, here's a perfect example, okay? I love this picture. Look how this mustache blends into the beard. You don't even see it. You see it a little bit there, but it just all blends in, right? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this mustache down lower now. Because you can see how high it is right here. Just take it down. Recut and shape it. Okay, so this mustache doesn't need to be this long going all the way over here, so you kind of try and make them the same thickness as this side and this side, right? So let's just cut this one off right here. Okay, so I'm going to cut that line and I'm going to take away this wood and it will make our mustache shorter. Okay, now look, it's nice and blended in there nice. So now let's draw our bottom lip in. It's kind of like this. Now we're going to cut on this side of the bottom. You can see the bottom lip in there. We're going to take some of this wood away. Not much. Not too much. Okay, so there's our bottom lip in there. You guys, you got to think of the face as being round, right? So this would be like the face is facing this way, like the nose is facing this way, so it's got to be round. So think of your lip, not too much, but just a little bit round. So what I want to do is make it not so flat in there. I want to round it off a bit. And you want to make deep cut, Ryan Cook taught me this too, deep cuts inside underneath the lip, so it will give it a nice round effect in there, okay? Now deep underneath the lip. And round it off. You almost go right underneath the mustache. Okay? So it's hard to see, but it's round. The lips rounded this way, like whatever. You know, it's rounded, so the face is round, right? So now let's cut up. What we do here for the top lip, just to give them a little bit of a top lip showing, we go like this, and we'll just cut inside these lines here, just a little bit. Take it. Sometimes, sorry, I have a hard time explaining. Okay, so he does have a top lip in there. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna cut below the nose here and take some more of this mustache down to get your nose to stick off higher, okay? What we're doing is trimming the mustache down closer to the face again too. And we're bringing the see how the mustache sticks off that high? Let's bring it down closer to the face here too. Okay, so there's our bottom lip, there's our top lip. We'll fix that up later. You guys can use your own discretion to do that. So now, his beard. Okay, this will be the end of the first video. Now what I'm going to do to separate his beard from the face, okay? I just go like this. From the eyebrow, from the end of the eyebrow to here. Okay? Try and make them equal on both sides. I'm going to do a shallow cut right here, okay? Just straight down. Okay, you can see those cuts. Now I'm going to take this face a bit lower again because actually, I better stop the fan. Okay, so you guys can see those cuts there, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to feather it, just take it a bit lower than the beard. So this will be the beard here, right? Okay, so you look for this picture example. This is just stuff I got online. The beard comes off the face, right? Like it doesn't roll flat off the face. It comes, this is stuff I'm learning too. See how it rolls off the face? Here's Kratos. I used to love this game, Gods of War. So you can see how the beard comes elevates off the face. So that's what this cut line did. It will give us cheekbones, all right? Here's another example. This guy's kind of a funny guy. And this one. See how it kind of puffs off the face? Yep, puffs off the face. So what we're going to do now is just take these cheekbones down just a little bit. Okay, so now, there we go. Now, so where does the beard start? Well, the beard starts up past the ears. You know, it goes all the way up here. So you can see that line there, right? You just got a nice, let's see if we can get a better picture here. But you can see the line here, how it kind of goes in like a U. So the beard, we're going to do a big cut right here. And then we're going to cut it all the way around. Give this guy a nice big beard. Okay, so that I'm going to cut this. Sorry, I'm going to cut this line here. And I'm going to take away all this extra wood. I'll do that off camera. You guys don't need to see me cut that. But this will be higher. The beard will be higher than the back wood. And this will be lower too. So the beard rolls off. Got a little puff off the face. Alrighty then. So I think this guy's kind of going on point. So you can see here the beard, how it's rolling, how it's higher off the face. How you do this, you do that one cut, then you'll take the face down a little bit lower, and then your beard will puff off the face. I didn't really do too much on this side, but you see it puffs off a little bit, but a lot more on this side, right? So I did these other two ones too. Okay, so you see how that line kind of comes, should be more swooping, but no big deal. But see how it puffs off the face. All right. And this guy too. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my, still using my extreme flame burr. This is the best multi-purpose burr out there, guys. There's other good brands besides Kutzall, but Kutzall is the brand that I choose, right? So now I'm going to do a quick time-lapse thing, and we're going to cut in the beard hairs. We'll do this one in 2 stages, okay? So we'll use this burr first. Let me show you. So we'll cut all our things down here. Make it nice flowing, right? So, for example, put a nice thick line here all the way down. And we'll do a bunch of them, and then we'll cross these lines. So what I mean crossing it is not like boom like that. Just go nice and slow. Okay, so start here, go nice and slow, and go over the line. Because you want the beard to look like it's, when you're doing the windy swoosh beards, you want it to look like it's coming, the beard hairs are coming up and underneath each layer. Okay, so we're going to do this quickly, and this will be the end of the number 1 video. That's going to have to be a series. Oh boy. Okay, I'll do another, I'm going to do a quick couple cuts here, and then I'll show you guys how I mean by crossing over. Okay, you can see those lines. So you got to think the beard's the wind's blowing it so hard it's trying to wrap up and over top, right? So all I do, if I can get my handpiece, is start on this side, and I come up and over, up and over, up and over, up and over. Now see the effect you get with just doing those little cuts? See that? This is the first stage. So I'll finish this off, and then I'll be back to wrap up this video. Okay, so you guys can see those up and overs. Look how fluent it looks like it's blowing now, right? I forgot I'm going to do the hair on this one, so it's going to be the same theory. I'm going to do a quick time lapse. I'll cut all this in, and I'll go up and over this way again too. Okay, so this is what we got so far. So, excuse me. You can see I tried to blend the mustache into the beard, right? Because if you look at Krotos here, it blends in. You don't, like this old cool guy. It just blends in. Okay? So the noses are sticking off the farthest. These could be done. I just talked to the owner of these carvings. He wants all hollow eyes, so I'm not going to be carving eyes. I'll show you guys how I hollow them out, and do details below them. So, but this will be the end of the first video, and the second video, I'm going to start off by doing crazy detail in this guy's beard hairs, maybe another one, and we'll hollow out the eyes. We'll shape the noses, and yeah, that's number 1. Hope you guys are all good. And I hope this video can help you guys. Carving Fusion, over and out.